As we approach this race's start, Lamine Yamal is this race's hot seat driver, being the Spaniard who just won the World Cup. And here's the starting grid. Hunter Bauer starts off on pole on the 7 Aero McLaren, Jacob Keskey on the number 5 Aero McLaren, and Kason Howe finishes off the grid in the 10 Aero McLaren Red Bull car. We will be getting underway very shortly for the first ever race of the AT&T NTT INDYCAR series. More later. Green flag is out here. And as all the drivers are getting prepped now to see how they can put down the... Oh, and the 5 car already distressing a bad start, which is not going to help them in their first laps to hope to get an early lead. So, the 10 car expressing his wants to get around at the 5 of Jacob Keskey pretty quickly, hopefully. He wants to get that pace done and, you know, get around, hopefully to get position after a terrible practice result. After he impeded a lap during practice and was given a grid penalty, and then during qualifying, he did not qualify even close to the times. So an unfortunate start for his career. But, you know, this has been a very close race so far. Seeing a lot of attacking. Oh, contact in the back. Kason obviously expressing his distress there as he had a heavy impact in the wall there. That was really bad. And I think we're getting word that Jacob Keskey's radio is broken, so he might... Let's see here. That was a playback of him during the accident, so I think we're getting word that his radio was broken and it will be broken for the rest of this race. That's not going to be very optimal at all for Jacob Keskey, as he's going to have problems communicating with his teams for pretty much the rest of the race. Alright, I think we should be going green here. Down here at Vegas, and it is green flag again. 100 hours to an early lead now, and now it's going to be Kason Howe trying to catch in the back because he's got no speed back there apparently. Jacob just, you know, trying to see what's the fastest line for him right now. Obviously, he's not going to be able to get any data from his team with the broken radio, and, you know, Hunter taking a very early lead has led, I'm pretty sure, every single lap of the race so far, so nothing to worry about for him. This has been a flawless weekend so far, and we're just going to have to see how this race continues out. The last time that Vegas was raced at for INDYCAR was back in 2011 after Dan Weldon's unfortunate passing. Where they only had 5 laps before the race was red flagged. It was a very unfortunate wreck, very unfortunate experience for everyone who watched that race, or was there, or raced in it. And just, you know, we still remember that day, 15 years later. May his soul rest in peace. This race is honored for him. Meanwhile, Kason's struggling to catch in the back there as Hunter and Jacob are fighting up at the front here now, trying to see what they can get done. Jacob trying to get position as quick as possible, and Hunter Bowers is around. Into the catch fence. No damage, though. He kept that clean.
Way too close for comfort there. Let's just keep our heads up from here.
Yeah, obviously, I would be distressed when that would happen. That was a very, very, very scary accident. You don't usually see the cars lift like that, but, you know, he just had the right grab in that rear and, you know, was unfortunately forced to pay that. Jacob Keskey's going to be the one who takes the green, but he loses the position almost immediately as Hunter Bowers is able to benefit off of a very bad start from him. I'm pretty sure Kason's going to try to benefit off that too. This 10 team has had a very unfortunate day, you know, always being caught up in the back and not being able to catch, but he's hoping to get something done here, hoping to score some decent points to keep himself in the championship. So yeah. You know, obviously this is the first race, and what does the first race mean out of 12, but you always got to get that extra point, you know? It's all about how you perform day one, not the last day. Jacob starting to catch just a little bit up on Hunter, getting a good launch, but he's able to correct. Oh, and I think we have rain on the track. We are going to be under rain delay now.
Alright, Rain, don't make any mistakes. This is, just get the car in and line it up where they tell you to.
Yeah, we're under rain delay now, and wow, that was unexpected. We're gonna cut broadcasting, and we will be back when the rain is done. So there's gonna be some just filler stuff, and yeah, we'll be back when it's done. And we're on a green flag, as 100 Hours is gonna take us a green flag for Vegas on the lap. What is this? 15. And this has been a very, very good day for Hunter. You know, he's been able to keep the lead ahead for so long, and he's just been able to benefit so well off of these other drivers. You know, these little mistakes, and he's just gone. Case and Howe attempting. Oh, he's really under, but you know, actually, he's keeping it legal. On the front stretch, you are allowed to do that because the finish line is under there. Oh, and Kaysen's heavy in the wall. So he almost gets his car upside down, and that is not going to be good for that 10 team. Wow. And we are green flag again here at Vegas. Kaysen's just trying to get something done in that backfield. He's got nowhere to go, and Hunter keeping himself on the white line to keep it legal. Jacob riding up behind him, seeing what he can do. You know, you have to really be able to benefit. Hunter's been doing really well, but so is Jacob, and so is Kaysen. You know, you really have to find that second you can benefit. Otherwise, you know, you don't have a shot. It's all about what they do now, not what they do in 10 laps. We're going to keep continuing here. And it looks like, I think, Hunter's struggling to keep him behind, you know. It's looking like the drivers are looking faster, but, you know, Hunter's obviously been holding great defense so far. Taking him low on the track. Let's see what happens here. And we have radio message coming in. I'm going to shut up now.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold him back for this long. How much longer we got?
Confused, obviously. Trying to keep him behind as much as he can, but it all comes down to what he's going to be able to do here, really. Oh, and Kaysen was heavy up into that high line. I think he was forced up there. Just had to correct. Unfortunately, that was too much correction. Let's see what... Oh, and they're almost 3 wide here. Almost 3 wide, and oh, there's contact, and they're both in the wall.
I struggled to turn when he hooked me. I just anything. I'm sorry, guys. That was on me.
Hunter takes the lead on the first standing start of the series. Kaysen not far behind, but he's able to keep a lead ahead of Jacob now, and it's all going to be a big fight now because they all want it as we approach the final laps of this race. Kaysen and Hunter close behind, or close ahead. I'm so sorry, guys. That was terrible. Jacob taking the high line. Jacob attempting to benefit off of Kaysen's high line mistake. And they're 3 wide now, technically. Oh, Hunter's a little bit in the wall. Or in the grass, I'm sorry. Oh, and they're around. Kaysen's almost dragging Jacob around. And lets off. That was, yeah, that was an unfortunate accident that Jacob did not probably want to be in. But I think it was more of a forced accident there. You know, contact, and you just can't control the car in some senses like that. And they were both lucky to continue. Yeah, so far there's no quick respawns. Quick respawns are not taken away yet, but let's see who's gonna get it. And Hunter's gonna be good on that first lap, or first standing start. Sorry guys, I'm really struggling back here. As Jacob's gonna try to catch up from that bad start. He almost broke his front wing on that start. Kaysen trying to benefit, see what he can do under that line there. Just gonna drag him low, see if he can get any mistakes off of Hunt or after Kaysen. Oh, and they're high. Oh, and they're together, and he's into the wall heavy. Oh, Hunter giving his immediate anger and disbelief after that wreck. And it's green flag. Oh, and Jacob Keske's around, and he's in the wall, and his front wing is broken. Luckily, that was not when the respawns are going to be cut, so he will be able to respawn his car now. And he will be good to go. Oh, and it's green flag again. Jacob, not a great start again, but he's going to keep himself ahead of Kaysen just a little bit. Kaysen and Jacob are side by side now. Keeping it close, seeing what they can do. They're pushing, Jacob push him off track. That is not a good look for both of them. Oh, and they're together on the turn 3, or turn 2. I'm sorry. Oh, and Kaysen's around. Yeah, his immediate discomfort, disbelief with that. And Jacob's gonna just be behind Kaysen now. It's gonna be a fight between all 3 of these drivers as we come to the final closing laps here. Hunter's low on the line. Jacob way under that white line, but I don't think he's gonna benefit much off that. As Kaysen and Hunter are kind of in a league of their own right now, but Jacob is able to catch up just a slight bit. And, you know, this is a big fight. Kaysen's trying to get a win here after some bad moments here. You know, Vegas has not been his shining track, but let's see what he's going to be able to do. And he's bumped, and Hunter's bumped, and Kaysen Howe is going to take the lead as the 10 car. And Jacob is going to be able to benefit off of Hunter's being bumped off track, obviously. This has been a very insane race, but very good racing for their start. Oh, and Jacob is around, and so is Kaysen. They're both stuck in behind. And I think Kaysen has been turned around the track, and Jacob is going to benefit off of that like crazy, but so is Hunter. They were both slowed down at that part. So let's see what's going to happen here now. Yeah, this is, wow, and we're getting a 10 radio message here, so let's play that now.
I mean, well, right at the end, we were right there until he decided to cut me off and end the race right there. Still, whatever.
Yeah, Kaysen's obvious anger from that one. He was forced into a moment he shouldn't have been in, and, you know, it ended up being bad for both drivers as Hunter was able to get a gap. But now, Jacob is going to try to get around Hunter on the outside line here as we come to the final lap. This is anyone's race, but Kaysen really needs the catch.
Are we catching it all?
And there it is. There's his message. He wants to know if he's going to be able to get some time off of them. You know, see if they can pull this off and the 10 car get the win. But unfortunately, they're just in a league of their own. But unless a big accident happens, it's really going to come down to this last lap, or these final corners here. Kaysen really needs to catch now, otherwise it's over. And wow, this is close. Oh, and there's contact onto the front stretch as Hunter Bowers is around, and Jacob Keski is going to be the winner.
Serious? What the hell was that? That was clearly intentional. I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, his obvious anger from that one. Wow, what a win. JK5 will be the winner of the first ever AT&T INDYCAR Series, sponsored by Credit One Bank. What an insane race for this kid. Yeah, and he really just had the perfect ending for that, you know. It was quite crazy for both of them to come down the line, but, you know, he ended up coming up on top after the mistake from both of them, and, you know, he was able to keep his car under control, and man, these cars are wild. But yeah, Jacob Keski in the 5 car is your race winner at Las Vegas. Join us next weekend at St. Petersburg for the 2nd race and the first road course ever at IndyCar. Sorry.